Hey guys, Vick here, back with another review. Today we are looking at this, the Tesla SIGS Stealth Mini. Tesla Stealth Mini, a follow-up to this, the Tesla Stealth mod. This one was a 22mm tank design, and this one is its little brother. It's very small. This one can fit up to 16.5mm atomizers if you have any of those. And it'll fit right in there, no problem. Anything bigger will not fit. This one has a 1300 mAh battery inside. You charge it using USB. It can be used in pass-through as well, they say. 5 clicks on, 5 clicks off. It's got your electronic safety features. What else do you need to know? It comes with a Shadow Mini Clearomizer, which comes with 2.6 Canthal heads. And it says that you can vape this down to 0.3 ohms, depending on what tank you have and all that stuff. So we'll go down low. I'll show you the packaging and everything, and then we'll come back up top and I'll give you the pros and cons of this little buddy. See you in a second. Okay guys, here we are up close with the Tesla Stealth Mini from Tesla SIGS. Here's the packaging. Feel free to pause it here. Loads of information throughout. Slide this sleeve off and you get into the good bit. It comes with like a weird sort of shelf. It comes in like a shelf thing. The best thing to do is to take the drip tip out and then this just slides out like that. In terms of the packaging, you also get a charger and another 0.6 coil and manual and charge and all that stuff. Blah 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 blah. So that's that. Put that to one side. Here's the business. Okay, so here is your Tesla SIGS Mini. Have a good look. I know we've got some red on red action here, but I can only apologise for that. Interestingly, it comes with a stainless steel clearomizer. I don't know why they did that. Black would have been the balls on this, wouldn't it? Charge port here, 1300 mAh battery, says that underneath here. Looks like it's 1 amp charging, depending on how you charge it, and it looks like it can go down to 0.3. But this is a very narrow clearomizer, so I don't know what else you're going to have that can fit in here, if I'm being completely honest. It's got your old electronic situation going on, so it lights when you fire it. You can turn it off with 5 clicks. Like that. Comes in a range of colours, don't forget as well. Black, white, red and blue, I think. There's your 510. Spring loaded. Bit of vent in there should you need it, but you're going to be keeping yourself pretty safe with something like this anyway, so don't worry too much about all that. But a lovely little cage. If we want to compare this to its daddy, the Tesla Stealth mod, we can whip out the clearomizer here as well, and you can see the design is different. You can see the design is different there, but it's quite a lot smaller. The one thing it is almost the same height, but other than that it is sort of smaller in every way. Tidy though, very tidy indeed. I almost like this one more looks wise. It's sort of a bit more professional looking. I don't know how you guys feel about that. And as you can see, the huge size difference between the clearomizers. 22mm, I think it's about 11mm, 12mm. I'll find out and I'll put in the description or something. But really small by comparison. So put that to one side. Let's have a look at the clearomizer. This is the Shadow Mini. The Shadow is the one that came with the other. You have a really long drip tip for some reason. I guess there's some logic there, but you can just put your own drip tip in if you want a normal size one. Happy days. 0.6 cotton and Canthal coil heads come with this. It has top fill, slip some juice in there, should you wish. I do recommend using the top fill actually, because if you turn it around, which we're going to do now, if you turn it around you can see the airflow, bosh to bosh. It is a nice long hit like that, to be fair. You can turn it down for a little mouthy if you want. But if you turn this around here, look, it all just goes to crap. Like, the coil head should come off with this bit, but it doesn't. It stays stuck on. So the tank comes off, and then you have to unscrew the clearomizer head yourself. I don't know why the threading just seems better here than it does down there. I don't know why that is, why that happens like that. So what I would say is, when it's time to change your coil, I would say fill it using top fill every time. When it comes to changing the head, just have an empty tank, and you'll have no bother. If you want to have a look at the coil, there you go. Let's have a look. Can you see that? That's not coming out too good actually. But yeah, a nice wide open coil down there. That's why the lung hitting is possible. A nice vertical coil. You can see all the cotton in there. Put the glass back on. Put this back on. And we're ready to rock and roll. Dripped it back on. Slide it in here. And we're back and ready to go. We'll go back up top and we'll talk about some more. Okay guys, that was the Tesla Mini, Stealth Mini up close. As you can see, comparing it to its larger counterpart, it's got a new look as well as just being smaller. I think it's actually got a classier look. I sort of like the look more. One thing I would say is, though, I'm surprised it didn't come with a black clearomizer rather than a stainless steel one. But there you go. Is what it is what it is. The only thing I think I haven't told you so far is the capacity of the tank. It seems to fit in just shy of 2 mil of juice. Obviously you're going to get through that through a day, but you can top fill it, so no big hassle there. In terms of the clearomizer itself, it's wicking absolutely fine. It's putting out quite decent clouds considering it's 0.6 on mechanical-esque power. I'm not getting as good flavour from this Stealth Shadow Mini as I am from the Shadow clearomizer, the 22mm version. I think that might just be because I prefer the lower power available, the lower ohms, higher power available with the 22. 0.6 build, 0.6 build, I guess for me personally, is just a little bit weaker than I would personally choose it to be, and maybe that's just why the flavour's not quite as good. But as far as clearomizers go, it's actually very solid. The one thing previously in the past that was easy to knock Tesla on was their clearomizers. The Shadow and the Shadow Mini are a massive step up from the clearomizers they had been putting out previous. The Shadow, I was hell-bent on the idea of putting a different tank in here, but the Shadow's actually performing really solidly, so I guess it's a similar story with this. One thing I wish I still had was my K-Fun Mini. A K-Fun Mini in here I think would be absolutely splendid. I don't know about you guys, but yeah, I wish I still had that K-Fun Mini around, because a K-Fun Mini in here would be a delight, I think, personally. So yeah, so I think 1300 mAh is very good for this tiny size. Look, I mean, look how small. It's the length of my little finger. It's the length of my little finger. It's tiny. I can't really find a way of showing you how small it is. It's smaller than a credit card, guys. It's tiny, super pocket friendly. It works exactly how it's supposed to work. It's quite dinky looking. I actually prefer the look of this, the actual mod. I actually prefer the look of the actual mod to the original. It's going to be really well priced as well. I think it's going to be about £45 for the kit in the UK, $50-ish in America, and it's coming out as we speak. I think it's solid. I think it's a solid kit. I know that a lot of people were really pleased with the Stealth, and I think the Stealth Mini's done it again. I think it's solid. A solid mod and tank that I'm enjoying using. Yeah, what more can I say? If this is up your street, if this sort of power range is for you, you want something insanely small to go in your pocket, this take a peek at this. I think Stealth Mini is they've done a good job with this. I've been Vick, and I'll see you again soon.